Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige, if you don't know me. I'm a 20-year-old university student, and for fun, I'm a dancer. I know I say this at the start of every video, but if you want to get to know me, there you go. We're starting off a bit differently today because I know a lot of people have requested this and have been waiting for it, and I'm like, yes, I need to do it. And I just thought today is the perfect time. There's a spider. Lewis, spider please. It's one of them weird ones where its arms are like, Tibby, get the spider. There, right by my mic. Flick it off, just thank you. Just put it in the grass or something away from me. Okay, so yes, we're starting off with the video with a bit of advice because I know GCSEs and A-levels are coming up. People might still have some assignments for uni, exams at uni. So I just thought, okay, people want it, I'm gonna do it, I guess. The chair is creaky. I'm not tooting, guys. So I've written some notes that I'm going to talk through of how to keep focused, especially when you have so much going on in your life personally. Maybe you have a job and it's all just getting a bit much. This is all from personal experience. I'm not a expert. I've had personal matters happening when I'm studying and, you know, things like that, and sometimes studies can get a bit stressful for everyone, no matter what you're studying, at whatever level. So I just thought it would be nice to share some ways that helped me. So the first thing I'd like to bring up is your reason. Remind yourself of the reason why you're doing this. Now, as a university student, my reason why is because I want to be a teacher, right? So if I don't work hard enough, I'm not going to get to the next stage of my career. So for me, I've just got to keep going. For an A-level student, it may be because you want to get into a specific university or an apprenticeship, or, you know, anything you want to then get onto after A-levels. Is that your reason why? Or do you want to get a grade, or whatever that may be? GCSE students, for you it would probably be what college you want to get into, or sixth form, or again, if you just want to get a grade, a specific grade, that can be your reason. So have a reason why you're doing this. Now, don't think, oh, it's because it's the education system and I kind of have to do it. Don't think like that, because that, again, that's just not going to help your mindset. You need to think about the deeper meaning of it. If you don't get great GCSEs and you wanted to go to A-levels, then I think of it like this: you don't want to have the feeling of regret afterwards. You want to make yourself proud. That's how I feel anyway. I don't want to be like, oh, I wish I'd done more. Why didn't I just do it? And then next, a student timetable. Now, I know teachers probably go on and on and on about having a revision timetable, but I kid you not when I say this, it is going to save your life, especially through A-levels. That's when I kind of started to take things more seriously, because my GCSEs were through COVID, so it was all a bit mishmash. But as an A-level student, I would dedicate study sessions and I stuck to it, and it really, really helped me. So I would finish at 3 o'clock, possibly 4, depending if I had intervention after school. And then I'd do a 2-hour study session. So that would probably be about 5 till 7. I'd have an hour's break and do 8 till 9. And then once it hits 9 o'clock, cut it there. Do not do any more work. The worst thing to do is to stay up late till 1 a.m, 2 a.m, however long you stay up for. Don't do it. That is just going to make you worse. you're going to have less sleep, which means less concentration, which then leads to more stress, and then you're just stuck in this endless loop. Okay, I've never, thankfully, found myself working really late, because I know for me personally, it's just not going to do me good. Again, sleep is just so important. So please, don't stay up late to study. It's the worst thing to do. Even now at uni, I make sure I don't do any work past 9 o'clock. That is my cut-off time. After 9 o'clock is wind down time for bed, get myself relaxed, and yeah, just don't go past. I mean, it depends on your bedtime. My bedtime's 10:30, so I like to give myself like an hour and a half. But it just depends on like what time you go to bed. I'm not saying you have to stop at 9. If you want to stop at 10, sure, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend staying up any later doing work. Writing out a study timetable is going to help. Integrating what you're going to do in them study sessions are going to benefit you as well. I'm going to be honest, I don't always stick to what I'm going to do. Sometimes it can just depend on what assignments I've got to do. So they might be a priority that I'm going to have to like do instead. But yeah, maybe assign tasks. Try and stick to it. If there's anything that's got like a higher priority, shove that in, it's fine, don't worry, as long as you're doing some work. And to remember as well, don't write a massive to-do list. That's just gonna make you feel rubbish, because realistically you're not going to complete a to-do list that has 20 tasks in it. My maximum amount of tasks is about 4 or 5, and then I'm more likely to complete the tasks, and then I'll feel happier with myself because I know I've completed all my tasks. My point is really with this is organisation saves time and it saves so much stress. If you keep yourself organised, you're more likely to get things done and therefore have less things to do later on. You don't want to start revision a week early and try and cram everything in. That's just not going to work. You need to start now. If you haven't started now, start now, because it's better now than later. My third point, this is quite a short one. It's just kind of like an observation. So this was one of my teachers. It was a friend's teacher who told my friend this, and it has actually saved me. Phones. Yes, I know, I don't want to sound like your mum. I get it. Keep your phone out of sight. Even if it's on the desk on silent, move it away. Put it in a bag. Don't have it on the desk that you're working at. No way. It's just not going to work, right? Even with your phone on the table, I'm really sorry, some of these birds are really loud. Please, sir. It's a magpie, I can see it. Cheers. Apologies about this. If your phone is on the desk, even on silent, your mind is subconsciously still kind of thinking about it. You might find yourself like checking notifications, or, you know, you just don't want it there. Just don't do it. I used to have it on my desk and I'd find myself scrolling and I'm like, oh my god, I've spent half an hour scrolling when I could have been doing half an hour of work. Instead, put it away. I've been doing that, especially this semester. I kid you not, I have never been so organised in my life. I'm awful for scrolling. As you know, as I've mentioned many times on this channel, I'm trying to cut it down. And I have found that just having your phone outside, you don't even think about it. And it's great. It is so great. So please, at least try it just once and see if it works. And if it works for you, keep doing it. That's a distraction that you don't need. Gone. Put it away. And I guess my last point, major point, is a timer. Now, I think, I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure it's after 30 minutes your brain switches off or it loses concentration. Okay, So to help this, Pomodoro technique. I know everyone talks about it, but it's great. It really is great. So I started off doing 25 minutes with a 5-minute break. Great. Kept me going, you know. But the most important thing is try not to go on your phone on your break, because then you're stuck on your phone again, you know. Instead, take a book, if you go to a library or a cafe or whatever, or even if you're just at home, get a book, just read or go on a little walk, have a little stretch. Do not go on your phone, because I have done it before and I carry on. I'm still scrolling, I'm into another study session, another 25 minutes, and I'm still scrolling. Just don't bother. Honestly, when it's study hours, just remove any devices that are going to distract you. I study with my laptop, so obviously I need my laptop. You might study with an iPad. If you really do need your phone to study, if you don't have like an iPad or a laptop, that is understandable. But I'm saying if you don't need your phone, you don't need it, whether it's when you're studying or whether it's on a break. Or if you do want to go on your phone, get away from your desk, out of the room, in a different environment, so you know when you go back into that room, back to that desk, that is the time where you study, not the time where you're doom scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, or whatever social media app you like to use. Okay, this might be more relevant to university students, but I think it could work with A-level students. So I found it was on a study Instagram page. I couldn't tell you which one because I follow that many. I'll pop it on the screen. This is a table of study times needed for whatever task you're doing. So yes, the Pomodoro technique is great, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, but it all depends on what you're actually doing. For example, let me get it up. Guys, I've got a magpie cackling, a dog barking. I just wanted a nice little nature scene. So I'm just pulling it up because I obviously can't remember it off by heart. So it's saying, so if you're doing practice problems, reviewing flashcards, or writing a detailed paragraph of an essay or report or whatever, that's the best time to do the 25 minutes and 5-minute break. If you're doing a portion of a short answer question, reviewing class notes, revising a section of a study guide, you should do 30 minutes and then have a 5 to 10 minute break. If you're watching part of a lecture recording or a class recording, or drafting or editing a section of an assignment, or working through an example problem set, 45 minutes and then 10 to 15 minute break. If you're then watching a full 1 hour lecture, or organising and summarising study material, Tibby is running around, I'm sorry if you can hear her, or annotating or reading any books or whatever, 50 to 55 minutes, 5 to 10 minute break. And then last but not least, if you're brainstorming or mind mapping ideas for an essay, colour coding notes or highlighting key ideas, or preparing flashcards or creating a study plan, spend 60 minutes and have a 10 to 15 minute break. I integrated this in the most recent semester that's just gone, and it has really helped me because it's all to do with the cognitive load. So is it a high cognitive load or a low cognitive mode? Like, do you need intense focus, or can you be a bit more relaxed a bit? When you're doing some like essay writing or flashcard revision, that's really intense. You're going to want to spend less time doing it because it's going to drain you more. But then if you're like creating a study plan, writing up some flashcards, it's less cognitive thinking. You're kind of a bit more laid back. You don't have to take you can take as much time as you want because it's going to drain you less. Basically, that's the whole concept of it. But yeah, I found that really helps me. And Another couple like points I want to bring up as well is stay hydrated and eat efficiently. If you're eating like the wrong kind of food, that's not going to keep your energy levels up. It's just not going to help. You need energy as a student, unfortunately. So things like pasta is great, healthy foods, fruit and veg, having a takeout every day and junk food probably isn't the best idea. Drinking your daily water intake. I'm awful for this. I'm such a bad drinker. I honestly forget. So, you know, even for me, Paige, listen to yourself. Drink enough water every day. Same goes with sleep, as I've mentioned before. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. 7 to 8 hours is recommended, really. And another thing is, if you find that you're struggling to concentrate, change environment. So if you're in your bedroom and you're struggling to concentrate, it might just mean you need to maybe go downstairs and sit in the dining room. And some people, I used to think that studying with music helped me, but it actually doesn't. I much prefer either the sound of a keyboard typing away or silence, and I find that that helps me. I think, to be honest, people change. It just depends, I guess, because sometimes I like a bit of music, sometimes I really don't. But this semester I found that I need silence. Or that's all I have. A couple of points for you. I hope this has been helpful. I mean, if there's any more points I think of, I'll either edit them in or I'll bring it up in like other vlogs and stuff. But I wish everyone luck for exams or any assignments that are coming up. I'm sure you'll do absolutely fabulous. Do not stress, stay organised, get enough sleep, take care of yourself, and remember to rest. Please remember to rest.